Right back to the well. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And on second and short, they'll send 3 receivers wide right. Looking to pass. It's Algier. Unleashes one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? To the ground to try to pick up the first. The Longhorns get it past the sticks.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the D deny them on second and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Texas. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here, and the chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Unloads to the right. And the ball is intercepted. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now on first and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UNLV is working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cal. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The throw to the outside is complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of it.
And the quarterback run was at the 38. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Zings it complete to the right.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out, there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Pulls it in. It's Avant. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
That's a great job by the wide receiver there on a critical down. 3rd down, running the curl route, coming back to the football, making the catch, and picking up the 1st.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Makes the grab. It's Avant. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Throwing right. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Listen, a lot of time tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to run for it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football and getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the Longhorns get enough to move the chains. It's first down from the 11. He'll pull it on the read. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Pulls and fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did, and so now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Makes the grab on the shuffle. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. After the misconnection, it's second down. To throw, it's Algier. Using the quick game. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open space.
Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. He'll keep it himself. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Razorbacks line it up with a first and goal.
Here we go.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive that they fit.
And I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You've got to go out. You've got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Turns it on at midfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting a huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point. And
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, and quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go right back to it. Plows through the defense. Delivers the contact. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the route is on. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's caught down. They'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Flips it out to the back. Smashes through. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And the quick shuffle pass. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. And the Razorbacks will punt this